Hey, what is up guys? Jay here from MJ Tech. Today here with another electric bicycle. This one has an amazing price for what it is. We are talking about the Va-S26-Run. Now I searched everywhere. It doesn't really have a model. It just goes by the size. This one has 26-inch tires by 4 inches, which is the biggest that I've ever had. Before this one, the biggest bike was a 26-inch by 3-inch. Now this one does have amazing specs at this price point, and of course that's why we're conducting this kind of video to see if it's worth it or not. I love e-bikes. I know a lot of people do out there, and well, I'll continue to do it until I can't speak any longer, guys. This thing is really cool. Check out here the interior. It came very well packed, and we can see those massive tires already. What a beauty. Check this out, guys. So it came with this box inside of the big box as well. I'm assuming this is where the hardware and seats are. And wow, this is a massive motor on the back side here. Let's go ahead and remove this little piece of foam and let's tilt it. It is not a Bafang motor, but it's still pretty sure it'll last a long time. Now, in terms of the tires, these are puncture proof as well. So we have two little boxes inside. One of them was attached to the wheel and the other came inside of the big box, as I already explained. So let's go ahead and cut it open and see what we get. I'm assuming it's going to be, like I said, the hardware and possibly the seat. And yep, we have the seat right here with the Va-S26-Run branding. We get the pedals, super easy to install. You have the R for right, the L for left. We get the manuals. We have some tools in here, which is nice. I'm pretty sure that with these tools we can install everything. I like to use my own tools as they are a little bit more powerful. We have a reflector on the back. So this is the charger, and since it is a 48 volts, I would assume that this is at least a 54 volt or more charger. Yes, 54.6 2-amp charger, and it charges the battery in around 4 to 6 hours approximately. So this is always recommended that you guys do this before you operate the battery. First things first, we had to assemble here the front tire before we can bring this bike down. So this is a size 5 bolt. We had to assemble the front light because otherwise the tire would not fit in here. This is going to get on the way right about there. This is why I like impact drills, just because they make things so much easier. So our next step here is to of course now install the front tire. Before we get to that, there's a little piece of cardboard separating the pads. Make sure that you take it off, otherwise your disc is going to have a hard time getting in there. And also remove this piece that came as a support for the suspension. Alright guys, a little cheat that you can do is loosen up these 50mm bolts almost to the end, so that way you have the pins already in there. And now you simply slide it through here. And keep in mind that you have that disc brake to worry about, so make sure that you get it right the first time. And now we do the other side as well. There we go. As for the pedals, as I said before, we have the R for right, so that's going to be the right side of the bike. This one is clockwise position, so it is like a standard thread, and you will need a 15mm wrench in order to get this tightened. So there we go. And as I said, the left side is counterclockwise. To undo the battery, it's quite simple. Just grab your key. Right now you have it on the locking position. Flick the key to the unlocking position. And then you have another latch here that you twist, and the whole battery comes right out, guys. And right here we can read the specifications. Once again, 48 volts, 16.8 amp hour, 106 watt hour total, 48 volts. And so yes, we can charge it directly from here or from the bike. So right now what I'm going to do is have it here to where I can, it seems like it's fully charged, but I'm still going to charge it fully with the charger while we're doing the rest of the assembly, in which now we're going to bring it down. All we have left is the seat post and the handlebar. That's pretty much it, guys. Something I almost forgot to mention is that we had to attach the rear fender, so I had to retake this bolt out. And basically it has a little bracket that goes on the back side of the bolt. Then put the nut, tighten it up, and it looks great. Our next step here is to install the handlebar. This is a size 4 bolt. You have 4 of them. So just get your socket or use the tools included to remove all of the screws. Once you get the proper position, now we can tighten the screws. Don't forget that sometimes connections do come loose. If that happens, just point the arrow with the arrow on each connection. Also match it. Typically they have the same color. And just again check all of the other connections, make sure that they go all the way in. I just found 3 loose connections, and that way you ensure that the bike works properly at all times. Now we are working here on the seat itself. So basically you loosen up this 6mm Allen bolt, and then you clamp it on here to the seat, and now you tighten up the bolt. There we go. And we are almost set, guys. Let's go ahead and loosen this up a little bit. And boom. Let's not forget that the stem of the bike does come a little bit loose, so to tighten it up, I will recommend getting this 5mm Allen bolt tightened before we do the sides, which are 4. And there we go. Now we do the sides. Again, these are size 4. There we go. We got 1. And the other one. Here we go with the rear tire inflation. These can hold up to 30 psi maximum, and we will inflate them at 30 psi, as I do like it a little bit firmer. And we have it at 38. Let's bring down this to 30 psi. And these come with about 10. Let's pump it up. And there we go. So now we're going to do here the front tire. It comes at 9 psi. We will do 28 psi for the front, which I already set it up.